What's up, guys? Today we've got a Emerson knives. This was loaned in by a buddy of mine in the strangest of places, a watch group Patreon, or Patreon group for watches. Okay, I have a good friend, Rob, that runs the Random Rob YouTube channel, and he started a Patreon, and because I like to support my friends, I joined his Patreon and have met a ton of great people. One of which was Art, who sent this in, and there's actually another knife YouTube guy in the Patreon group, and I am shipping it to that guy, and then he's going to ship it back to Art. So anyway, let's just dive right into it. I'll put a link to Random Rob's channel down below if you're into watches at all. I do a couple of watch videos here and there. Quite frankly, they don't get a ton of views because I think people are more here to watch the knives. But I do a couple of watch videos here and there, but Rob does them all the time. So if you're really into watches, go check him out. And I will put the other YouTube video channel down below also for the guy I'm sending this to. Knife Review, I believe is Knife Watch is what that's what his username in Patreon group is. I got to look and see exactly. I don't remember what the name of his channel is, but there'll be a description down below for that too. So let's get into it now that I've rambled for a minute and a half. This is the Emerson CQC-7, and it has a closed length of 4 5/8, overall length of 8 inches. The blade is 3.24 and a cutting edge of 3.09. This version is S35VN. They also had some 154 CM versions, I think, before this version. I think the current version is the S35. Blade thickness is 0.123. Overall thickness of 0.59 minus the clip. 4.8 ounces, and it runs on bearings. So it's pretty smooth. It's not drop shut, but we're not going to go there. Now, it does have the Emerson Wave feature, a thumb disc, and a flipper tab. The Wave feature, for those that don't know, is as this pulls out of your pocket, if I can simulate a pocket here, as you retract this from your pocket, you can hold it in such a way where this clip here, this point, grabs the material of your pocket, and as you pull the blade out, it will open. I never use that feature. And there's a lot of guys that do. A lot of guys will take a Spyderco, put a zip tie on here really tight, and then they use that as a Wave feature. I've even seen some guys that have cut the Spyderco blade so that it has a Wave feature built in. I don't know. I don't know that I've ever opened a knife that way intentionally. It's already a one-handed knife. When you pull it out, you can either flip it, you can thumb it. You know, you can probably Spidey flick it. No, not really. But there are a multitude of ways to get this opened with one hand without using the Wave feature. So I personally don't use it. I don't quite get the appeal of it. If you do, if that's your thing, please put down in the comments why that's a thing. Because I'm sorry, I just don't get it. So anyway, let's take a quick look at this. It is a chisel grind. So a chisel grind means, so you have the primary bevel here, and then you have the secondary edge. Over here, you don't have that secondary edge. So it's really only sharpened on the one side, much like the razor blades that you use to shave your face or your legs. They're only really sharpened on the one side. Whereas a traditional or a typical knife, we'll just use the Spyderco because it's here, you have that secondary bevel on this side as well as this side. So it comes to, I don't know if we could show it. It comes to a fine point, okay, an equal point, whereas this guy does not come to a point. It's more flat on this side and it's angled on the other side. It's kind of showing, I can kind of see it, but I know what I'm thinking, so hopefully that made a little sense. This has a G10 composite material, which I absolutely love. I love this composite type thing. I love orange and black. It's very cool coloring, and I like how it's kind of a, it's almost kind of like a Damascus, if you will, because it's multi-layers of G10 in different colors. So I love the look of that. That just does something for me, so I do like that. Overall, I don't love the aesthetics of this knife because I think, for me, the blade looks too small in relation to the handle. For me, it looks a little thin. It's just not my style. I do like the Tanto blade. I think they did a fantastic job on this. I don't like the wave feature, so I would see if they had one without it. But it feels really good in the hand. It's a great size. The flipper tab also acts like a guard if you were to stab into something. The blade stock is thick enough where you could do some prying if you needed to. And a relatively thick tip as well. So all in all, I think this is a really nice knife. It carries really well in the pocket. You just have to get used to having that wave feature, because if you're sitting down and you try to deploy it from your pocket, your pants are a little crunched up, and so you may accidentally hit that wave, and as you pull it from your pocket, it may deploy. So I don't know. Please, if you're into the wave feature, leave comments below because I would really like to understand. Here it is next to a Sharpie. This is not a small knife, and it's not a huge knife either, but it fills your hand really well. It carries great in the pocket. It is a little smaller than I like to carry. I am in that 3.5-inch blade and up camp, but that is me personally. Here it is against the Curtis Cruise, about the same size as the Cruise. And the large Sebenza 21. So a little bit shorter, thicker, more stout in the hand perhaps, but a little shorter overall. So there you have it, the Emerson CQC-7, and I think this is actually, as I was looking at the blade, this is the CQC-7 VF. So it has the wave feature, and I don't know what all that means. Apparently this is number 26 out of 60. So this is a particularly a limited run, probably because of the orange and black composite G10 scales. Because I did not see these online. You can still get this knife. It is still an offering. I don't think in the orange and black, but you can get it in all black. You can get it in the stonewash blade. You can get it in a black coated blade also, I think. So if you're interested in one of these, you can still find them. And all in all, it's a pretty good knife. I think the quality and everything is great. To me, it's just the wave feature and the aesthetics doesn't do it for me, but it is a great knife, and that's just my personal preference on that. Other than that, the quality, the fit and finish is great. So thanks for watching. Please go check out the link I will put below for the other YouTuber Knife Watch. And have yourselves an absolutely fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next one.